Golf Canada's National Development Program is seen as a success, but that wasn't always the case. When the program formed in 2003, it took some heat. Its graduates were not exactly tearing up the pro tours as people had hoped. The results just weren't there. Now the criticism has waned, and for good reason. The success of recent Team Canada players such as Nick Taylor, who became a PGA Tour winner in 2014, Adam Svensson, Taylor Pendrith, Albin Choi, and Mackenzie Hughes, all of whom are now Web.com tour members. And of course, newly minted major champion Brooke Henderson has been a big boon for the program's image.
We simply want to play a role and try to add some value. And if we can make them a little bit better than they were before they experienced what happens in the Team Canada environment, then we've done our job. These kids are getting every piece of information and advice and every piece of help that can possibly give them that edge when they're playing on the tour. And that edge sometimes only needs to be that big to be the difference between making a cut, missing a cut, winning an event, not winning an event.
This year's Team Canada members certainly have a lot to live up to, but they seem up for the challenge. On the women's side are Maddie Zurich, Michelle Kim, Jose Doyon, Jacqueline Lee, and Naomi Coe. The men's squad features Blair Hamilton, Hugo Bernard, Eric Banks, Jared Detroit, and Stuart McDonald. Zurich is Canada's top-ranked female amateur. This is her second year on the team. She was born in Texas to Canadian parents who relocated to the Lone Star State for work reasons. Zurich carries a Canadian passport and considers her Ontario amateur victory last summer at St. Thomas Golf and Country Club near her family's Canadian home in London her biggest thrill on the golf course to date.
Oh, it was awesome because I was 20 minutes from where I live, so it was all my, a couple of my uncles and aunts came out and my grandparents were there, so it was pretty huge to win at home.
Though small in stature, Zurich is big in personality, and her best attributes, says Team Canada's women's coach, Tristan Mullally, may be her attitude and drive.
She's very gritty, you know, she's someone who, whether she's playing well or not, can get it done, and I think that's a pretty special thing to have in a player. She's played all over the world already. She's got lots of experience, you know, for a 19-year-old. She's had a great year at Texas, and yeah, she's fun to be around.
Michelle Kim has a somewhat similar story to Brooke Henderson in that her biggest role model growing up was her sister. The way Brooke looked up to Brittany is the same way Michelle adored Taylor, who was a 4-year member of the Team Canada program herself. And it doesn't hurt that their dad is a golf professional as well. Kim landed a golf scholarship at the University of Idaho. Still, it's her sister who's been her biggest influence.
Ever since I was little, you know, even before I started playing golf, I'd always watch her play, and that's how I got into golf. Okay. And yeah, Dad's a professional, so we're just a big golf family. And I mean, Taylor, she's always just helped me because she's always been through it. She knows what it's all about, and I mean, she's just great. I wouldn't be here without her.
Over on the men's side, we've got the ever-energetic Blair Hamilton. He's a positive young man who's full of life. Off the course, he likes to DJ, something that doesn't exactly go hand in hand with golf. However, his roots in the game run deep. He was introduced to the sport in Scotland during a family vacation. In Canada, he honed his game at Hidden Lake Golf Club in Burlington, Ontario, and later wound up at the University of Houston. He's had much success along the way, including a tie for low amateur honors at last year's RBC Canadian Open close to home at Glen Abbey Golf Club.
It was just a dream come true, was the best way to put it. I remember as a little kid going out to Glen Abbey, and Paul Stankowski threw me a top flight strata ball. I had that thing forever, and I was so blessed to have that opportunity to play at home in front of the Canadian fans, which are just amazing. And you know, I have tremendous respect and love for Glen Abbey Golf Club, and you know, growing up playing junior events there and whatnot, you know, it was just everything I could have imagined for my first PGA Tour event, and you know, to tie for low amateur, make the cut, you know, it's just icing on the cake.
Big hitting Quebecer Hugo Bernard is definitely a player to watch. He has several big wins under his belt both in Canada and in the US, where he attends Florida's St. Leo University. He was the runner-up at the 2015 Canadian Amateur and 2015 Quebec Amateur, and most recently won the NCAA Division II Individual Championship. He may currently be under the radar, but that will likely change now that he's in his second year with Team Canada.
I've always loved Hugo's game. I've always said to Hugo, you're a top 50 amateur in the world. It's just you and I know it. No one else does. And so for him, you know, he's long and he's very consistent. He's straight. He's a tremendous athlete, and his golf IQ is growing a lot. And you know, with some of the opportunity he's getting, he's becoming a really nice player.
The modest Bernard also has a pro win he could boast about. He scorched a course and several play-for-pay competitors this winter.
I won a good pro event in Florida last winter, 2 days event in the minor league. I shot 61 and 63, so 20 under in 2 days was pretty good.
Pretty good indeed, as are all of these players representing Canada on the national team as they follow in the footsteps of the successful bunch before them. Go Canada, go!